Okay, so I made a plan, a real plan. And I thought once I had a plan, things would feel clearer, easier, like I could finally start moving forward. But honestly, this is way harder than I thought it would be. I don't think people talk enough about this part. Everyone talks about starting over, reinventing yourself, making a plan, but nobody really talks about what it actually feels like when you're trying to follow through with that plan. Like I'll have a whole list in my head of things I should be doing. Work on my Etsy shop. Work on paying that off and starting listing, even just print on demand stuff so I don't have to make it and it's not overwhelming, because I've done some of that too. I've done my crochet, but I've also listed like print on demand using Printify. And I did sell some stuff, mostly coffee mugs. I love coffee mugs, so print on demand mugs worked really well for me. I liked coming up with different designs. I should be working on that. Filming these videos, working on improving my video skills, which I'm trying. And then just trying to figure out my next steps. Looking into other ways to make money at home besides door dashing and YouTube. And I should be working on my YouTube channel more. And instead I just sit there, watch TV, scrolling on TikTok, crocheting blankets, which is mainly what I like to crochet. I don't necessarily sell them. And then I'm just thinking and overthinking everything, telling myself that I'm going to start, and then I don't. I'm going to do something, and then I don't do it. And then, before you know it, a whole day goes by, and then I feel worse because I didn't do anything productive. For me, it's not even the plan itself. It's just everything going on in my head. The overthinking, the second guessing, that voice that keeps saying, what if this doesn't work either? Because I've had multiple YouTube channels and none of them worked. I feel like a couple of them could have worked. I just didn't give it enough time. I had a World of Warcraft channel because I like to play World of Warcraft, and I've been playing it pretty much since the beginning, so 20 years. And I still play occasionally, though not as much as I used to. But I had a World of Warcraft channel where I was posting videos of like videos of my actual gameplay, where I was completing specific quests and different things so that people would know how to do it, like walkthroughs of different things. And I had almost 300 subscribers. I was doing pretty well, and I guess it just wasn't growing fast enough, so I quit. And I've had multiple YouTube channels that I've tried to start. A Fortnite channel, a Lego time-lapse channel, one where you do like the rain sounds and stuff, and nature sounds for people to for calming and relaxation. I've done AI generated videos. Honestly, I don't even remember all of them, but what if this doesn't work? What if this channel doesn't work either? And when you're 53, when you're my age, when you're older, that thought kind of hits differently, because it feels like this isn't just another try. Like, oh, no big deal, you could just try again. But this isn't just another try now. Like, this one actually matters. Like, it has to work. I mean, I catch myself sometimes looking at other people my age and thinking, like, They already have it figured out. They've got stability, routine, things that make sense. They did everything right. You know, they have the nice house, the perfect husband, the successful children, the nice car. It feels like my whole life's been a struggle. I've never been comfortable financially, not even where I could just take a breath and be okay and know that my bills were going to be paid. I've never had that. I've never had that security. And it's frustrating. You know, and now these people my age who are close to retirement, they've got all this money in retirement, and they've got the paid off house and the paid off cars, and here I am rebuilding, starting over from scratch. And I don't even know what I'm trying to rebuild into yet. It messes with you, messes with your mind more than I expected it to. And then there's energy. You know, I don't have the same energy that I did when I was 25. I can't go all day, every day, nonstop. And most days I'm just really tired. So not just physically tired, but just mentally tired, just mentally exhausted. And the thought of doing anything is just, it's just too much. And my brain just doesn't want to cooperate. You know, even with something like DoorDash, you know, there are days I know I should go out and make some money, stay on track, you know, keep going. And I'll sit there and I'll be like, I really don't want to do this today. Really don't feel like it. I'm just really, really tired. Then I start negotiating with myself. You know, maybe I'll go later. Maybe I'll just skip today. And it's not that I'm lazy. It's just everything feels harder and heavier now that I'm older. Probably more than it should. And I'm realizing, you know, it's not, I have motivation. Motivation isn't the issue. You know, I want a better life. I want things to change. I have my whys. I have my kids. I have my grandchildren. Those are my whys. You know, they say have a why. Why do you want to do this? To make a better life for myself, but also to make a better life for my children and grandchildren. You know, the hard part is consistency. Showing up when I don't feel like it. Doing the small things when they don't feel important. There are days I don't want to do anything. Like I know exactly what I should be doing and I just don't do it. And that's frustrating because when you start, because then I start thinking, you know, that I'm the problem. Maybe it's me. Maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I'm the problem. And I think a big part of it is the pressure. It feels like this is my kind of last chance to fix things, to finally build something that's stable and where I feel safe and secure. And when something feels that important, it almost makes it harder because, you know, if I fail, you know, it's worse. It's not just, oh, get up and do it again. Like, and I also feel like I don't have a lot of time left. But at the same time, there are small wins, like posting these videos. When I figure something out, I was scrolling TikTok and came across people who do merchandising. So I did sign up for Survey Merchandiser. So you go into stores, you're an independent contractor like door dashing, but you go into stores and you rearrange displays, you You take jobs. They offer you jobs. Some of them pay $5, some of them pay $10, some of them pay $20, whatever. You can claim a job, an assignment, and it can take a few minutes. It can be something as simple as just snapping some pictures of the shelves in a grocery store, or it can be like an 8-hour job where you totally rearrange and restock items. But I signed up for that, so I'm waiting for that to be approved. It can take up to 72 hours for them to approve it. But, there are small wins. Posting videos, figuring something out, even just getting through a day where you didn't quit. Every day I get up and go DoorDash. I come home and I feel like I've accomplished something because at least I've made a little bit of money and gone just a little bit further, and instead of completely wasting the day. So, it's not big, but, it counts. It's something. I didn't know what I was doing when I started this, and I still don't. Posting these videos, I do know what I'm doing on a YouTube perspective, but like talking to the camera like this, I don't know what I'm doing really. But I'm posting anyway, and hopefully I will improve. Every video, it feels a little more comfortable. A little more like, okay, maybe I can do this. And I'm starting to realize this isn't going to be some big overnight change. It's going to be slow, probably slower than I want, but still progress. And so, starting over is not just about having a plan. It's about dealing with everything that comes with it. The doubt, the fear, the exhaustion, the frustration, all of it. And if you're going through this too, and it feels harder than you thought it would be, you're not the only one. I'm right here with you.